Hello, everybody, and welcome into another episode of the Fumble Sports Daily Show. So wonderful to have you with us. It is June 20th. It is a Tuesday, and we have a full slate of Major League Baseball to get to. So excited to dive into our picks, our plays, our research, all of your questions over the next 2 hours, like Fumble Sports does every single day, because that's why we're here. We love talking sports, we love answering your questions, and we love finding ways to cash tickets and have a lot of fun watching sports every day. As we settle into the show and let a lot of our normal viewers filter in, I did want to open up with a rant that just touched on where we are in Major League Baseball right now. For so many fans out there, especially sports fans who may not be the biggest baseball fans, they consider this the dead time of the year, the dog days of summer. But I think this is maybe one of the most exciting baseball seasons that we've had over the last decade. Yes, the Yankees are in third. The Dodgers are in third. The Mets are in third. The Padres are in fourth. The Red Sox are in fifth. The Cardinals are in fifth. Teams that we've expected to be at the top of their divisions and competing for championships are actually struggling this year. But that kind of turnover is also leading to the rise of some really exciting storylines across Major League Baseball. The Orioles are 44-27, second in the AL East, and they have the third most wins in the American League. This is a young and exciting team in Baltimore. A lot of young talent. Adley Rutschman has completely changed the fortunes of that team over the last year. And the Orioles right now are a team to be reckoned with, not just for this season, but maybe over the next 4, 5, 6 years. The Texas Rangers are the team that actually have the second most wins, just behind the Rays. The Rangers spent a ton of money over the last 2 off seasons. They got Bruce Bochy in, a Hall of Fame caliber manager, and despite the injury to Jacob deGrom, Nathan Eovaldi has been one of the best pitchers in the American League, and Martin Perez has been a renaissance for them along with John Gray. The Texas Rangers, a team that had been kind of below the Astros with no chance of finding sunlight, have finally broken through, and they're an offense to be reckoned with. Meanwhile, just behind them in second place in the AL West is the Los Angeles Angels, single-handedly being carried by Shohei Ohtani, who is taking them to levels that might just mean they keep him. And whether it means they make the playoffs or not, Shohei Ohtani is absolutely the MVP. He has been brilliant throughout the entire season. Meanwhile, in the NL, the Miami Marlins are actually in second place. With female leadership in the front office, the Miami Marlins are one of the smartest, most under-the-radar teams right now in Major League Baseball. They are 42-31, second in the AL East, as I mentioned. In what was supposed to be a division that was just between the Braves, the Mets, and the Phillies, the Marlins are upsetting the party. The Arizona Diamondbacks in the NL West have now put the Dodgers in their rearview mirror a little bit in third place, and the Padres in fourth. The Diamondbacks are 44-29, and they are a great story with young talent like Corbin Carroll. However, all of these great stories, to me, don't come close to what we're seeing in Cincinnati. One of the best baseball towns, one of the best baseball cities in all of America is Cincinnati, and they have been starving for good baseball for a long time. Despite having good players like Joey Votto, they just haven't been able to put it together as an organization. That has changed. What this team represents right now is special. In Joey Votto's comments after Monday's game, you can just hear Cincinnati as a community is getting behind the Reds, and the players are showing a brand new level of optimism that the organization should be doubling down on. All the teams that I just mentioned, the Reds, the Orioles, the Angels, the Rangers, the Marlins, and the Diamondbacks, I hope these are buyers. I don't need to see the big market teams go to make moves. I want to see the Diamondbacks go after a championship. I want to see the Reds go after a championship. And if there's one thing we should take away from the dog days of summer, we're about to see some young superstars change baseball and the future of some major league organizations. I hope those front offices back up those young players by doubling down and going to get the talent that those teams need to compete for a championship, because I would love to see the Reds in an NL playoffs. I would love to see the Marlins in the NL playoffs. I'd love to see the Orioles in the American League playoffs. I think that is what could turn the dog days of summer into one of the most entertaining and exciting Septembers and October possible. So that's my opening rant. I hope all of you are having a wonderful day. So great to see all of you jumping into the chat. And of course, a big shout out to IP Shade 45, who is dropping some confetti on us to start the show, getting us going. So appreciate that, IP Shade 45. That means we have picks to get to. So everybody get ready. We're going to do what we always do. We're going to look at our picks from yesterday. How did we do, the results, just to make sure that we're learning from our mistakes, identifying where we cashed. But also, we will get to picks right off the bat to say thank you to IP Shade 45. So with that said, appreciate you all being with us. Big shout out to Top Dog, Dante, Zoidstein on YouTube, as well as Santa, Jeremy Todd 66, IP Shade 45, of course, LRK 425. So great to see all of you. We are pumped. One Big Deal 22. Let's go. We're ready to have another great day of sports betting, fantasy talk, and of course, sports talk here at Butt Fumble Sports. Now, as we do for every show, we put out our disclaimer. We are not a sports book. We're not endorsed by any sports book. So what do we do? We give out information. We try to help you guys with your picks, your fantasy plays, but also we want to entertain. We do go to some websites that have analytics and data, but they are not sports books. So if you need help with gambling, whether advice or if you have a problem, there are places you can go. But Butt Fumble Sports is here to have fun, entertain you guys, and hopefully inform you so you can enjoy sports to the max every single day. Now that we've gotten our disclaimer out of the way, let's look at how we did yesterday. We'll shoot right down to our results area. And just before we get into the results of yesterday, I just want to show you guys, we've been on a bit of a streak. Over the last week or so, 22-10, 19-16, 28-13. We did have that one day on June 16th where we went 21-1, but 25-1, 27-15, and yesterday 26-17. So we have been on a really good streak of late, finding good picks, finding good plays. A lot of that goes out to you guys. Big shout out to all of those who watch the show. You ask great questions. You find good plays of your own. We ride along with you. So this is a joint effort. We're all on the same team here at Butt Fumble Sports, trying to cash as many tickets as possible. Now, MLB game picks yesterday, we went 10-6. The couple misses that we had, just to show you what they were. Our double downs yesterday didn't work out. Rockies and Reds ended up being 9. We're glad we took the 8.5, but we missed on both. And on the Diamondbacks Brewers, that one hurt. That went up to 10 runs. We missed on both of those. That was a painful loss. But overall, we did pretty well in our game picks. And as we showed at the bottom, our MLB player prop bets, 16-11, not bad. Wish we could have actually been a little bit better. There are a few that we missed that, if looking back, I wish we had gone another direction. Really, the walks allowed actually was not our strongest play. We went 2-3 on walks allowed plays. That had been cashing so consistently. Doesn't mean we're going to run from it. Just means yesterday wasn't the best day for it. Long ball, long shots of the day. We had 2, Elias Diaz and Paul Goldschmidt. So we went 2 for 6. First time that we've done stealing is sharing picks. First time we've given out picks for stolen bases of the day that we had an 0 for. We went 0 for 7 for the first time. Every other time we've done it, we've cashed one. So hoping to get off that slump and get right back to cashing that ticket. On the other side, you guys did not have the best day. Lost our winning streak on our celebrity picks. We went 7-10. Just to look at how those went overall, just a couple misses overall. Jorge, big shout out to you. You went 2-0. Very nice job. Zodwick started his big board celebrity shot career going 1-0. Santa got his first big board win going 1-0. And Christopher is now 3-0 to start his big board career. Here are all the celebrity shot records for those who watch the show regularly. Big shout out to Christopher, as I mentioned a moment ago. Jorge is now 17-7. Might be someone you guys want to tail. LRK 425 is 6-2. Tito's Full Send is still 9-6. Show Me is 7-3. And Top Dog 14-7. Again, someone you may want to tail. So, as we do every single day, we clear out the picks and results from yesterday. Put that in the rear view mirror because it's a brand new day, new opportunity to cash some tickets and have a lot of fun doing it. So, we'll clear out these results. There are some WNBA games today, so hopefully Candyman and others want to jump in on that and share their picks. But I owe some picks to start before we get into our research last night, or before we get into your questions. We are going to give out some picks to say thank you to the IP Shade 45 Confetti Convention over here. So we will drop some picks right off the bat. And actually, I'll go straight to the game picks, MLB game picks that I like today. And the first one we're going to give out is going to be Oakland. Actually, I'll write it this way. The Athletics plus 1.5. I like the Athletics plus 1.5 against Aaron Sevilla of the Cleveland Guardians. I actually want to see, I wrote this down last night. I want to see if I could get it at 2.5 at a good price. Yes, the answer is I'm going to take them at 2.5 rather than 1.5, but that is a play I like today. Luis Medina going up against Aaron Sevilla. So the reason I like it, the Athletics are 9-3 in their last 12 meetings against the Guardians in Cleveland. The Guardians are 1-4 in their last 5 opening games of a series. The Athletics are 4-1 in their last 5 Tuesday games, and the Guardians are 1-6 in their last 7 games following a day off. So I like the Athletics plus 2.5. That's our first pick that we're giving out as a thank you to IP Shade 45 for the confetti. Again, we give out a pick every time we get the confetti, and we give out a home run pick, a long ball, long shot of the day every time we get 2,000 likes. If you want a stolen base play, just share the channel, Butt Fumble Sports. Stealing is sharing. Okay, let's give out another pick. Next one we're going to give out, Reds on the money line. Yes, I do think their winning streak gets to 10. The pitching matchups today, Kyle Freeland against Ben Lively. I really like the pitching matchup in favor of the Cincinnati Reds. This line has moved a little bit over the course of the morning. Not surprised, given that the Reds have been such a hot team. Forgive me, it's Noah Davis now on the mound. It was Kyle Freeland last night. It's Noah Davis. Still, look at that ERA. Even if he's an opener, however they're handling him, still don't mind it, because what I really care about is Ben Lively on the other side. He's been pitching better and better as the year has gone on, and additionally has already had a bit of an opening start against the Rockies. I wouldn't take too much from it, but the point is, I actually like Ben Lively in this game. I like the Reds. If we go to our ballparkpal.com and check out the weather, I do expect runs to be scored in this game, so we will go back to looking at maybe the over, but the only reason I'm not touching that is I think the best play on this one is the Reds on the money line. IP Shade 45. That's why you come to Butt Fumble Sports, because I'm sure there are people out there who don't follow the trends, don't do their research. Jordan Lyles has been the best bet throughout baseball this year. Jordan Lyles isn't just 0-11 or 0-12 now. Additionally, the Kansas City Royals have not won this year when he has started a game. He hasn't won, but additionally, the Royals haven't won when he's started. So anyways, we've given out 2 plays so far. We have a third to give out. I am going to take the Dodgers on the money line. That's Clayton Kershaw against Reed Detmers, or as IP Shade 45, and a bunch of you out there call him with us. That's Reed Walk Detmers. So we like the Dodgers on the money line today. They've been struggling a little bit. This is why Clayton Kershaw is an ace. He's had a great season. I expect him to be a stopper, and I expect the Dodgers to win today. Now, let me give out another play, because I owe one more, because IP Shade 45 dropped 4 confetti on us, so 4 live goals. Or 4 live gifts means we give out 4 picks. And the next pick I'm going to give out is actually going to be Braves, Phillies, yes to a run in the first inning. That has a 54.1 implied probability. Braves, Phillies, yes to a run in the first inning. I know it's Spencer Strider against Ranger Suarez, 2 pitchers who are actually pitching well this year, but I do expect there to be a run in the first inning. Wouldn't be surprised if it's a Ronald Acuna Jr. home run. So actually, I'm assuming we'll get up to 2,000 likes at any point, but I do want to give this one out because I like it immediately, and I'll give it out as another pick as well. That's Ronald Acuna Jr. to hit a home run. I love the matchup against Ranger Suarez today. Love the matchup. Let's look at the player prop around Ronald Acuna Jr. to hit a home run. Once we give out this pick, we will go to your questions, your comments, whatever you've been throwing in the comments section, and we will also get to your celebrity picks. So if you guys have a play that you really like and you want to get it up on the big board, just write my celebrity shot or my celebrity pick. We will put it up on the big board so you guys can be a part of the show every day. Ronald Acuna Jr., implied probability on the home run is 20%. like that. Plus 390, yes, do like those odds. Has a couple home runs over the last 10 games, so that's good. Against Ranger Suarez. 300 batting average. Doesn't have a home run yet in his career. I think that ends today. Now, I do also want to look at Ronald Acuna Jr. Can I get him? Let's look at hits. I'm expecting it to be 1.5. Wouldn't take that. What about bases? Might be something we do like, but no, not a great implied probability. So hits, runs, and RBIs at 1.5 is absolutely a play we love. It's been very consistent. 8 out of the last 9. Feel very good about this one. What about on the road? Last 3 games, yes. 5 games in a row, yes. So no reason to sweat it. I like this play. That's Ronald Acuna Jr. over 1.5 hits, plus runs, plus RBIs. And we are off and running, everybody, with our show. Welcome to Butt Fumble Sports. Hope you're having a great day. Oh, Stephen Pock, I'll make that addition in after the show. Thank you so much, Stephen Pock. Great to see you. Dante wants to get his celebrity pickup on the big board, and we know where Dante's going with one of our favorite plays of the day, and that is going to be Reed Walk Detmers. That's right, Reed Walk Detmers over 1.5 walks allowed for Reed Walk Detmers, as we call him here at the show. Let's go check that out just to make sure it's a quality play. I expect us to be riding along with Dante on that one. Reed Walk Detmers. Walks allowed. 64% implied probability. And by the way, I know we had a couple of dirt patches over here, but everybody, this has been a long kind of play. That's a lot of green. So we do love that play. Good call. I like Reed Walk Detmers once again. Throw him on the board. Reed Detmers over 1.5 walks allowed. And the other pick that you liked was also Garrett Cole to get a win. Interesting. So it's Garrett Cole over half a win. Interesting play, everybody. Interesting play. Dante's on the board. What's the implied probability for Jorge Soler to hit a home run? He hit one yesterday. It's interesting you bring that one up because actually, good call. He's another one who's on my big board. I actually like him today to hit a home run as well. I'll show you guys that. I'm giving those out. I know we haven't hit 4,000 likes yet, but I'm just kicking it off. I know we've already gotten another piece of confetti. IP Shade 45 dropped it on us. So Jorge Soler is a pick that we'll give out right now to say thank you for that because I liked it. I liked it. Jorge Soler, let's look at a home run. 23% implied probability, Dante, on that. Plus 330 is what the odds are. But beyond that, what can we also get? Hits, runs, and RBIs. 53% implied probability, actually. Not as high as I thought it would be. Thought it would be a little bit better. How about on hits? Oh, wow. We can get it at over half a hit. Yes, please. I'm really surprised by this. You see a really good trend over the last 10 games for him on over half a hit. I'm really surprised this is being offered. And by the way, the odds that we're seeing it at, minus 183, I can't get this on the board fast enough. Jorge Soler over half a hit. Yes, please. That's a great look right there. So I like him on the home run, but I also like him on over half a hit. Let's just see what total bases are, just to be curious. It's 1.5. Nope. What about on RBIs or runs? Just kind of seeing if we can manufacture our own hits, runs, and RBIs. The answer is no. Doesn't work out other than that. But over half a hit, that's a solid play. Alvarez, 1026, is getting their celebrity shot on the big board. Welcome to the show. Alvarez, 1026. And that is going to be Gleyber Torres over half a hit. Okay, let's go. Gleyber Torres over half a hit. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the big board, Alvarez. Hope you're having a lot of fun watching. Let's see what that is. Gleyber Torres over half a hit. %29 implied probability. That's really strong. You can get it at minus 219, which isn't bad. Might want to add it as a parlay. Pretty consistent of late. Let's look at how it's been doing at home. 3 out of the last 5. Wish that was actually 4 out of the last 5. Against George Kirby, any stats that we can take from that might be useful? Gleyber Torres, 1 for 3. Okay, that's a bit nice. How about against right-handed pitching? Gleyber Torres, 271. Okay, I like the play as well. I'm not going to throw it up on my big board. I don't have as much confidence in it. I actually think it is a good play, so I'm not putting it up on the big board, but I think Alvarez 1026 is onto something. Think it's a smart play. Let's get Jeremy Todd 66 and One Big Deal 22 celebrity shots on the big board. Love you guys being a part of the show every day and throwing in your picks. Having a lot of fun doing that. Jeremy Todd 66 is taking Joey Votto over half a home run. And what I definitely wanted to say, and I brought it up in my rant to start the show, what a great story the Cincinnati Reds are. And maybe if you guys haven't seen it yet, go watch, after the show of course, go watch Joey Votto's post-game interview comments on the field after yesterday's game. Incredibly articulate, but also that's what every fan wants to hear from their star player or from their franchise player. Not only do they care about winning, not only do they love being a part of the team, they recognize the fan and the fan base as a part of the movement, as a part of the team. Joey Votto not only came back with a home run and was just a great story, but he delivered the perfect post-game speech or post-game comments. I thought it was brilliantly said by him. Anyways, let's quickly look at what Joey Votto's odds or implied probability is for over half a home run. Joey Votto to hit a home run, 18%. I would be surprised if he does hit it 2 days in a row. That would be too good a story, to be honest, for me. Can't get a lot of the other additional data on him, so I'm not going to take him on too many other things. I would be curious if I could just get over half a hit, which I can. That's a good implied probability at 64%. Again, this is the only play I would take, and I will throw it up on the board. That is Joey Votto over half a hit. I'm not going as far as to say a home run, but I do like Joey Votto over half a hit. And the next celebrity shot we'll get up on the big board is One Big Deal 22. One Big Deal 22 is going with UC Kikuchi under outs. UC Kikuchi under, and that's under 15.5 outs. By the way, some comments were made earlier about the Marlins. Unbelievable story, and the Luis Arraez trade, was that a steal and a half or what? I know Pablo Lopez has been a good move for the Twins. I know that was a good addition for them. They needed to add to their rotation. But you guys are right. Luis Arraez isn't just red hot, but he has completely changed that lineup. Because he gets on base so consistently, it changes how the hitters in the middle of the order are being pitched to. I love how that order and that lineup and that team has been constructed. And guess who did it? A female GM. Female leadership in Miami is winning. And that is something that baseball needs to pay attention to, because the boys club, we've had enough of it, to be honest. So that said, UC Kikuchi under 15.5 outs. Let's look at it. UC Kikuchi on outs. By the way, implied probability jumps out right at you. UC Kikuchi on outs. 15.5. The under, good implied probability. Wow, what a good trend this is. By the way, and look how important that hook is. The 15.5, that's such an important hook. We like this one as well. I'm going to put it up on my big board as well. But guys, make sure you're paying attention to this. The hook is making the difference. So if you're getting it at 15, you're not cashing on it. 15.5 has to be the play because the hook has been so vital. I'm going to play this one. It's been very consistent. I know it's on the edge, which means I'm going to be sweating it, but this has been too consistent not to go with. So I'll throw this one also up on the big board. Good call. That's UC Kikuchi under 15.5 outs. And again, the half, that hook. By the way, when we talk about what's a hook, it's that 0.5. That's critical. So critical for this play. But a great find here by One Big Deal 22. You're on the big board. Love it. Let's get to Luis Arise really quick since we're already talking about this game. By the way, we will get to all of your celebrity shots and your questions, so no worries. We have plenty of show, an hour and 35 minutes to go, so plenty of time. Luis Arise, over 1.5 hits. No, not a good play. Hits, runs, and RBIs, that is a good play. 3 games in a row, we like it. I like it because he could get 2 hits, and that could knock it out right there. He's been so consistent over the last, again, 3 games, but really the head-to-head. But just look out, last 20 games, I know he went through a little bit of a slump. Think about that, though. When you look at a slump like that, he's on the road. In Chicago, in Seattle, maybe bad matchups, bad weather, good pitchers against him, whatever it may be. I don't take too much out of that. Let's look at how he's done at home and compare the difference. Look at how consistent he's been. 9 out of 10 games, he's gone over this 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. I love this play. I would throw this one up on the board. I know the question was about singles. We'll get to that in a second. But Luis Arise, over 1.5 hits, plus runs, plus RBIs is a play I like. Let's also look at singles because that has been so consistent, and I do like that play as well. I'm just curious what the odds are. Great implied probability, -178. Oh, it's still a good play. This is one we should jump on, everybody. Luis Arise, over half a single. There we go. We are on the board, and we're cooking, everybody. Love the picks, love the plays you guys are throwing out. And Jorge is going to make Luis Arise over half a single his celebrity shot of the day. Let's get Jorge up here. Jorge Valena. Luis Arise over 1.5 singles. Or sorry, over half a single. What am I saying? Over half a single. You don't want the 1.5 single, just half a single. Okay, Jorge, you are on the board. We'll talk about Shohei Ohtani in just a little bit, though. We'll talk about Shohei Ohtani in a bit. We'll get to him a little bit later in the show. Top Dog, so great to see you. Top Dog, welcome into the show. And Top Dog is throwing his celebrity shot up on the board. And Top Dog is riding with me, riding with Dante. And by the way, there's no problems. You guys can go along with the same picks. Just find picks that you want to go with and you think are going to cash. Keep in mind, Top Dog, 14-7, riding high right now. So Top Dog, you're living up to the name. And the first one you're going to take, we'll just put Reed Walk Detmers up here. He also likes the over 1.5 walks allowed. That might end up being one of the most popular plays of the day. Now, you guys hear me say this a lot. It's part of our disclaimer. When the public or if everyone likes the same outcome, maybe you want to fade it. Maybe you want to fade us on Reed Detmers. I'm actually saying to all of you guys, we all like this pick so much. Now, I'm not telling you to go against Jordan Miles like that Discord chat did, but all I'm saying is every once in a while when everyone has the same level of conviction, just question it just a little bit, but then come back to Butt Fumble Sports because we do the research and we like Reed Detmers to get over half a walk. That said, the other celebrity shot for Top Dog is going to be Braves first 5 money line. That's Braves first 5 on the money line. You are on the board, Top Dog, with your 2 celebrity shots of the day. Stephen Pock has a celebrity shot to put up on the big board. Stephen Pock is telling me that Stephen Pock and YouTube Stephen are the same. So we'll combine those records, which means you are 2-3. And Stephen Pock is telling me that he wants the Yankees. Stephen Pock, you are taking the Yankees. The Yankees game over 7 runs. The Yankees game over 7 runs. Let's look at that really quickly, everybody. The Yankees are playing. Where are the Yanks? There they are. Against the Mariners, you're taking the over 7 runs. Interesting because the starting pitching matchup today is between 2 absolute studs on the mound. George Kirby, I know it's a 6-5 record, but that 3.24 ERA is really impressive for a young pitcher. On the other side, Garrett Cole, one of the best pitchers in the American League, 2.75 ERA. So really interesting that you're going in this direction. But I can't question Stephen Pock. Let's see how he does on this one. Yankees, Mariners, over 7 runs. Over 7. Let's see how it goes. I'm not going in that direction. I would consider the under, but If I were to take the under, I would take an alternative line of, let's say, under 8.5 at minus 205. That probably is the play I like the most for this game. For the Mariners, 4 straight games in a row under that. Yankees, 3 out of the last 4. If I were to go in any direction, it would be under 8.5. But what does Stephen Pock like? He likes over 8. So that's what we put up on the board. Appreciate all those who are watching, no matter the platform. Let's get to LRK425's question about Jose Abreu. Jose Abreu over half a hit. And then we'll get to Santa's question about Masataka Yoshida. Jose Abreu. And you were asking about over half a hit. %66 implied probability. Not a great trend over the last 5 games. And a tough pitching matchup against Justin Verlander. Lifetime against Verlander. He does have a 357 batting average, so clearly that's what you're latching onto, LRK425. Really interesting. I kind of want to double down on it. How has he done against right-handed pitchers this year, though? 228. This is tough because I do like that average. Over half a hit. I'll ride with it. Hasn't been a great trend of late, as I mentioned. But you think that's against Scherzer? I'll ride with it. I have that confidence level right at like 55%, so I will go with it. I certainly wouldn't make it a celebrity shot of the day if that's what you were thinking. Don't think it's a strong enough play there. But Jose Abreu, over half a hit. I will take it. I like the 357 average against Justin Verlander. Does include a home run, so clearly sees him well. Minus 209. You pair it with one other play. Turns from negative odds to positive odds. Oh, LRK425 isn't going to follow. He's going to fade it. Okay, and I understand why. My confidence level is kind of shaky on it. It's right at the bare minimum, so I threw it up there. But Dante Williams is saying he likes it more on over half a strikeout for him. Let's look at that. That might be a good play. Over half a strikeout is a very good play. 4 out of the last 5. Now, the only problem is against Justin Verlander, that strikeout number is low. 14.3%. So what's interesting here is I'm kind of going off of the history, not off of the more recent trend. Feels like you guys are feeling the other way. Maybe you guys want to take him on over half a strikeout. Not a bad play of late, but I'm going with over half a hit, and I won't take over half a strikeout. Just an interesting one. By the way, I could take both and kind of be on both sides of this one. That is a thought that I'm having right now. Do I want to be on over half a hit, over half a strikeout with Jose Abreu? Kind of an interesting play. Kind of like it now that I think about it. It's hedging for me, and I could cash on both of them, so it's actually a decent way of hedging. Now, the over half a strikeout, again, maybe you put them into 2 different parlays. Put them in the same parlay at that. Okay, Top Dog, appreciate your question. Just going to jot down those notes to make sure I'm getting to all of those. So Top Dog's got a question about Bo Bichette, Yandy Diaz, and Nico Horner, and that's all over half a hit. And that's what the parlay is. By the way, we have hit 2,000 likes. We've already given out 2 long ball long shots of the day, but we will give out another one in just a moment. But first, I want to do this research on this parlay that Top Dog is asking about that involves Bo Bichette, Yandy Diaz, and Nico Horner. We'll start with Bo Bichette. All of these questions were about over half a hit. Bo Bichette, you can't get the over half a hit, and so immediately I don't like it. If you're doing it off of like Prize Picks, if you're in one of those situations, then if you can get the over half a hit, I'd like it. Don't like it at the 1.5. Let's go to Yandy Diaz. It's 1.5 again. Don't like that. If you're asking about the under on all of these, under 1.5, that's kind of an interesting play. But taking the 1.5, the over, that I don't have enough conviction in. Now Nico Horner, this one I've expected. Wow, all 3 of them are set at 1.5. I'm surprised they're all that high. So to me, I'd be closer to going on the parlay under on all 3. Not that I like it because I could see Bo Bichette getting 2 hits potentially. But really, no, I'm not crazy about that parlay, Top Dog. Not something that gets me excited. Now, I will get to Jose Altuve in just 1 second. I will get to your questions, and I will get to the Jose Altuve question in just a second, but I do want to give out another long ball, long shot of the day. Next one I'm going to give out, funny enough, actually is a player that we just talked about, so bear with me. Yuli Gurriel. I don't like him on over half a hit, but I do like him on a home run. Does have good numbers against the starting pitcher that he'll be facing, UC Kikuchi. But looking at it from a home run perspective, only 11% implied probability, plus 850. But again, against Kikuchi, and I understand this is why you like the over half a hit. I do as well. 2 home runs lifetime, a 304 average in a strong sample size. And that's probably the thing I like the most about this play, is it's a strong sample size, and he does have 2 home runs against him. So I put him on the board as a home run, but we talked about him on over 1.5 hits. That I don't like. Hits, runs, and RBIs? Absolutely, but the implied probability isn't there. So, can I get over half a base? That's the best play as it turns out. Not over half a hit, not hits, runs, and RBIs. I usually, when we have a player that we put on the board for a long ball, long shot of the day, I like to double down on that player with another bet. It is a way of hedging because if they don't get the home run, but they get a double, they get a hit, they get an RBI, it's a way of cashing the ticket in ways that don't always include or depend entirely on the home run. So I will throw this one up on the board as well. Yuli Gurriel, over half a base. Over half a base, very safe play. Minus 210 again. How about you do a 2-leg parlay between Yuli Gurriel over half a base and Abreu over half a hit, or Gurriel over half a base and Abreu half a strikeout. Just pair 2 or 3 of these together in a nice parlay that's really easy. Top Dog, if FanDuel is offering that, definitely you may want to consider it. Top Dog, if that's where you're finding it, I would run with it, but not at the 1.5. Okay, that was a long ball, long shot of the day that we just gave out because we hit 2,000 likes. Every time we hit the 2,000 likes, we do that. We give out a pick when we get a gift of the confetti. And again, if you guys want stolen base plays today, we had been hot with those until yesterday. Our first day doing them in which we didn't hit one. I would love to give out a bunch today. Did my research. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 players, even more. 14 players to give out for stolen bases of the day. So make sure you're sharing the channel just like Cody did. Cody, thank you so much for sharing the channel. So we have a stolen base to give out. First one we're going to give out is going to be Trey Turner. Trey Turner. Spencer Strider does not do a good job of holding runners. So let me show you Trey Turner for a stolen base. 22% implied probability. We like that. On the over, you could get this at plus 365. Love those odds. So I do love that play. Now, while we're at it, let's look at, can we get over half a hit? Yes, we can. 66% implied probability. Really strong trend over the last 10. The matchup against Spencer Strider, though, 0 for 6. So that's the only concern is Trey Turner's 0 for 6 lifetime against Spencer Strider. If you think that's going to end like I do, I'm willing to go with it. Over half a hit for Trey Turner. Maybe we want to take the over half a base if that's available, just because maybe a walk is how we get there. But I do like the stolen base. Up 1.5 bases. Can't do that. So we're boxed in. I will take over half a hit. I don't think Trey Turner is going to go 0 for 7, 0 for 8 against him. I think he breaks it. So Trey Turner, over half a hit. It has been a good trend of late, just not against Spencer Strider. On this one, I'll go with Trey Turner over half a hit, and I'll pair it with the stolen base. Appreciate all of you guys joining us. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Make sure you're following us. We just hit 4,000 likes because you guys are awesome. So let's give out another long ball, long shot of the day. And I am going to give out Ryan McMahon. Ryan McMahon of the Colorado Rockies. Let's look at Ryan McMahon to hit a home run. 21% implied probability, plus 380 on the odds. Did have a 2-run home run game the other day against the Braves. Lifetime against Ben Lively, 1 for 1. Not going to take too much from that, but really what I like about this play, let's go to the weather. You see home runs. wind blowing to right field, home runs are up. I like the righty-lefty matchup with Ben Lively. That's why I'm taking it. So Ryan McMahon is up on the big board as a long ball, long shot of the day. If I look at, could I take him on hits, runs, and RBIs? 1.5, 57%. Strong play over the last 10. Add this to the big board as well. This one I had prior to the show. Ryan McMahon over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs. Thank you guys so much for hitting the like button, getting us up. Appreciate that. IP Shade 45, let's get to Altuve. I know you've been patient on that question. Appreciate it. Jose Altuve. For all those who are watching, make sure you're hitting that follow button as well. Make sure you follow and subscribe to Butt Fumble Sports. We love having you a part of this unbelievable community. Let's look at over half a hit. This doesn't seem like a fair play at first, and then you just see he's been struggling of late. However, exactly as you talked about, lifetime, he actually doesn't have any at-bats against Justin Verlander. I'm surprised. Altuve, 9 for 6 with a home run. Those are all stats that came prior to 2018, obviously because they played together. So this doesn't show it, but IP Shade 45 actually brings up stats that predate this outlier research and data. It is a good trend according to what IP Shade 45 is putting on the board. I'm only a little bit concerned about it because he has been struggling of late. He really has not been hitting well. So I'm actually going to avoid the play. IP Shade 45, not one that I like. Not one that I like. Keep in mind, everybody, and IP Shade 45 brings it up, if you want to check out our daily fantasy lineup every day, and you can see Framber Valdez is our cover boy of the day for our fantasy lineup, go to our website, buttfumblesports.com. You can see our daily fantasy lineup for the day, the players we recommend, also our favorite trend plays of the day, and the hitters with the best matchup against the pitcher they're facing. We've already talked about Joey Votto. Dodgers on the money line. Yes, I do like Framber Valdez today as well. So make sure you go to our website, buttfumblesports.com. While you're there, check out our merchandise. Would love for you guys to check out our store, get some feedback, let us know what you guys think. And always feel free to contact us. Yes, we are putting together a newsletter that's going to come out with a lot of our data. That way it's going to be in your inbox every day. But feel free to contact us. We love hearing from you, love hearing your feedback. If there are ways that we can make the show better, our content better, our company better. We are here for you guys out there in the audience. We care about your opinion. So if you love our stuff or you hate it, let us know. Send us a comment. We'd love to hear your feedback here at Butt Fumble Sports. Now, just to make sure you guys are seeing all the picks that we put up on the board so far. Here they are, all in one place. As always, we will post the show onto YouTube once we're done, but we'll also post this to our website. So if you want to find all the picks that we give out over the course of the show, you can go to our website after the show concludes. Already have a bunch of celebrity shots on the board, but if you want to add yours, let us know. Santa, let's get to your question about Masataka Yoshida. Appreciate that question. Let's get to Masataka Yoshida. And specifically, you were asking about total bases. 1.5, I don't like that. I'm curious about the hits. You can get over half a hit, and that's the play for me. I know it hasn't been as consistent over the last 10 games, specifically over the last 4 on the road, struggling. That may be a reason to avoid it. But against right-handed pitching this year, Masataka Yoshida does have a 309 average. So I am going to lead on him kind of breaking out of this kind of road slump right here. IP Shade, explain the gap in stats. The reason for that difference is because Outlier uses stats between pitchers and hitters from 2018 on. Justin Verlander has been on the Houston Astros, so he never faced Altuve. Jose Altuve and him didn't face each other in that time. So the stats you're seeing are when Verlander was with the Detroit Tigers. That's a little bit too far back for me, and given the fact that Jose Altuve is struggling of late, that was the reason that gap really, kind of kept me from going with an IP Shade 45. But this is a play I like. I will throw Masataka Yoshida on my board. Again, this is over half a hit, so you may want to find another leg of a parlay to pair this with, but I will throw it up on the big board. I do have enough confidence in this to ride with it. Masataka Yoshida over half a hit. I know he's facing a really good pitcher in Bailey Ober, but I like the righty-lefty matchup. I'm only asking for half a hit. Obviously, he doesn't have any stats against him. The only pitcher or the only hitter in this order that really hits him well, 2 for 4 is Alex Verdugo. You may want to also look at Alex Verdugo. Let's look at him really quick. Alex Verdugo, he has been red hot of late, by the way, so I'm kind of interested what they're offering. Yeah, over 1.5 is what they're giving out. We're going to have to look for bases, 1.5. Nope. What about hits, runs, and RBIs? Good implied probability here at 59%. As you can see, 5 straight games he's gone over, 6 out of the last 7. And like I mentioned, good numbers against Ober, even though it's a limited sample size. I'll also take Alex Verdugo over 1.5 hits, plus runs, plus RBIs. He's really been one of the hottest hitters in the American League over the last 10, 15 games. So keep your eye on Alex Verdugo as well. Santa is going to throw Masataka Yoshida up on his board as a celebrity shot. Maybe a little risky for a celebrity shot, but Santa doesn't care about risk. He rides with reindeer. There you go, Santa. You're up on the board. Santa hit yesterday for his first ever win up on the big board yesterday. Zodwick is throwing up another celebrity shot. Zodwick started his big board career going 1-0. So Zodwick, so nice to have you. Let's see what that pick is again. This is coming in from YouTube. That is, he's going to take Marlins Blue Jays under 8 runs. So Blue Jays, Marlins under 8 runs. Let's look at that one really quickly. Curious to know about the 8. Set at 8 runs. Let's look at it from the over perspective. 50-50, 50-50 on both. The only reason I'm not crazy about it is because you're sitting on the 8. So really, can you get the hook? By the way, you were asking about the under, so I should look at it from the other side. I know it's going to be the same, but just looking at it from the other side, under 8.5, minus 130 might be a bit safer. Under 9, minus 160. Under 9.5, minus 190. That's Kikuchi against Yuri Perez. Interesting. Just mentioning it to you, Zodwick, that the under 8 is a good play, but really, you could ride some of these alternative lines under 8.5, under 9, under 9.5. All of them have odds, sub minus 200. Might be good to kind of double down on that. You know we like to do that. If you like it at under 8, don't you like it at under 9.5? Just a thought. Just a thought. Okay, Dante is asking a question about Johan Oviedo walks allowed. How about, everybody, we do one of our favorite things every day, and we do our reverse engineering on walks allowed. You guys ready? Hope you guys are, because we're about to drop a ton of picks every single day now. We go through the implied probability on pitchers that allow walks. Yesterday we went 2 and 3, was our worst day doing it, and the fact that we still went 2 for 3, not bad. Usually I wouldn't say you bet all of them together, but use them as legs of parlays. They bring down the odds in a good way. Let's go look at it now. Let's do our reverse engineering. Walks allowed, implied probability, and we're looking at the over. First of all, Reed Detmers, where are you, buddy? There he is. But just look at it. Reed Detmers has the 5th best implied probability on walks. Now, it has been a cashing ticket. You just look, 100% over the last 5, 80% over the last 10. But it just tells you there are opportunities to take walks today. How about, let's look at, you were talking about Oviedo, 63% implied probability, and this has been a good trend. Other than this little dirt patch here in his last start, this has been an outstanding trend. So the answer to the question that we got from Dante is we do like this play. Let's put it on the board, everybody. We are starting our walks allowed reverse engineering plays of the day. Johan Oviedo over 1.5 walks allowed. Love the play. And again, just to look at it, because you were asking about it, the implied probability, the odds on it are minus 167. The implied probability, 63%. Now, let's go up to Daniel Lynch. Not as good a trend, but let's look at it on the road. That's where it's a little bit better. Don't like it enough, though. Don't like the trend enough. So while Daniel Lynch is maybe one that you guys like, maybe one you could consider, I won't take it. What about Marcus Stroman? There's a good trend. Marcus Stroman over 1.5 walks. Let's throw him up on the board. There's another one, Marcus Stroman. Let's go to the next one. Ranger Suarez. Decent trend of late, not great. How about at home? How's it been? Again, not great. I won't take this one. Again, I want to make sure that these are solid. Ryan Nelson. There's a solid play. 4 straight games, 4 out of the last 5. How about on the road? Okay, maybe not as good, but I like the trend overall over the last 4. So I'll throw Ryan Nelson also up here. There's another play, putting it up on the board. Hope you guys are enjoying these. Let's get to another one. Let's see if there's another one that we can take. Garrett Cole, interesting. It had been a good play up until the last 2 weeks. Now, that was against the Mets and against the Red Sox. How's it been at home? 4 out of the last 5. Interesting. And that came against the Red Sox. This might be one we like as well. Against the Seattle Mariners. Interesting. How have the Mariners done against Cole lifetime? A couple hitters have some numbers here. J.P. Crawford, we might want to look at him in just a minute. Wong, Raley. Not going to put it up on the board, but again, just something we're considering. How about Kikuchi? We've already got Detmers up there. Kikuchi, 4 for his last 6. How about on the road? Stronger play, 3 out of the last 4. I'll throw this one up there as well. You see Kikuchi over 1.5 walks allowed. Is there any other that we like? How about Framber Valdez? Nope, not a good trend. How about at home? Nope, not a good trend. Maybe that's one of the reasons we like him in our DFS lineup. How about Noah Davis? Nope, wouldn't touch him. Spencer Strider. This has become a really good trend. 5 out of the last 6 games. On the road, 3 straight games. I would take Spencer Strider as well. I know he's someone that we usually like on strikeouts, but I would also take Spencer Strider over 1.5 walks allowed as well. So we've thrown up now 5 walks allowed plays, not including our Reed Walk Detmers that's already up there. So that's a bunch of plays that can cash for you. How about one more? Nope, not a good one. How about Colin Rea? Not as strong as I would like at home. Nope. How about Cutter Crawford? Kyle Bradish. Let's go to Bradish. Nope, not a strong play. Cutter Crawford. Glasnow. What about Glasnow? 3 straight games for Glasnow. That's interesting. 3 straight games for Tyler Glasnow at home. His last start. He's only made 2 starts at home this year. Last one I would throw up there is going to be Tyler Glasnow. And those are all of the walks allowed for today that we love. So there you go. Okay, how you guys doing? LRK425. Mets Astros, no run in the first inning is what you're asking about. And the answer is yes. The answer is yes, LRK425. That is a play I like as well. I'll throw that one up on the big board as well right here. Let's throw it up there. That is, just throw it up here in the middle. Mets, Astros, no run in the first inning. No run in the first inning. I do like that play. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Again, every time we hit 2,000 likes, we give out another long ball, long shot of the day. We're trying to get up to 6,000 likes, everybody. Okay, Alex is asking about Matt Olson on the under. Interesting play with the matchup against Ranger Suarez today, the lefty-lefty matchup. Let's look at Matt Olson, but we're looking at it from the under perspective. Hits, runs, and RBIs. The over is the stronger play. So interesting that you would want to go in the other direction. Has been a good play of late. I wouldn't touch it. By the way, guys, make sure you're sharing the channel. Every time you guys share the channel, we give out a stolen base play of the day. Let's give out another one. I think there was one other share that was given out. I know we got one yesterday, but I'm going to double down on them. Bobby Witt Jr. Bobby Witt Jr. to get a stolen base. Let's look at that one really quick. Bobby Witt Jr. to get a stolen base. Over half a stolen base, 27% implied probability. That's actually really strong right there. You can get it at plus 270. Did have a stolen base yesterday, as I mentioned. And Michael Lorenzen does not do a good job of holding runners. I would also, can we get him on over half a hit or over half a base? 1.5 hits? Nope, don't like that. 1.5 bases? Nope, don't like that. Hits, runs, and RBIs, 62% here. Interesting that this is at 62%. It's been a decent trend, actually, over the last 6 games. Might want to also take this one. How about on the road? Last 2 games against Michael Lorenzen. How is Bobby Witt Jr. done? 0 for 2. Not going to throw it up on the board, but I do like Bobby Witt Jr. to get a stolen base today. Zodwick, you're asking about Tyler Glasnow on under strikeouts. Let's look at that. Tyler Glasnow on strikeouts. You're looking at the under on it. Under, I believe, 7.5. Yep. The under is the stronger implied probability here. And look at how consistent this has been. Just that first start against the Dodgers, he came out with 8 strikeouts. Since then, it's been consistently at 6. I like the play. I like the under 7.5. Is there an alternative line here? Nope. So I would take this one as well. We're already getting him on over on walks. Tyler Glasnow, under 7.5 strikeouts. A little bit high for me. Do I think he gets to 8? No, I don't. And again, one of the reasons I say that, between the walks that I think he allows and the strikeouts, even if he gets to 6, that's a lot of pitches to be throwing. A guy coming off of Tommy John surgery last year, do I expect the Rays to push his pitch count if he has walks and strikeouts? No, I think they're going to be more conservative with him. One of the reasons I think that over 7.5 is too ambitious, that's why I like the under 7.5. Juliana, thank you so much for following us. I hope all of those who are watching, whether it's on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, subscribe and follow to Butt Fumble Sports. We are building this amazing sports community, one person at a time, so welcome to the community. LRK425, you're asking about Cleveland on the money line. By the way, LRK425 ain't hating. Love LRK425, so no worries, Santa. LRK425 is one of our favorites here. No worries, no worries. Let's get to Cleveland on the money line and see how that's going. You guys know I'm crazy about all of you. You guys are great. So you guys know I have no beef with any of you. By the way, no worries, Zodwick. We'll throw that one up on the board. Zodwick was just saying that's his second celebrity shot. So Zodwick, I'll throw that one up there. Tyler Glasnow, under 7.5 strikeouts. And again, if you want your celebrity pickup on the board, just write in the comment section my celebrity shot or my celebrity pick, and we will throw it up there so you guys can be a part of the show every single day. Now, the Cleveland Guardians facing the A's. You're taking them on the money line. I went in the other direction. I took the A's to cover plus 2.5. Thought that was a really strong play. As for the money line, Luis Medina, 1-6. I know we've made fun of him over the last few weeks. On the other side, Aaron Savali, 2.67 ERA, pitching really well. The A's against Savali do have a couple hitters with some numbers, but not big sample sizes, so nothing we're really going to take from that. On the other side, how have Cleveland done against right-handed pitching this year? Naylor, 314. Ramirez, 326. Freeman, 324 in limited time. Arias, 286. So some hitters who have done well. I don't think it's a bad play. I'm going to be on both sides of this one. I'll go with it. I'll take the Guardians on the money line as well. Think that's a good play, LRK425. I like the cover for the A's on plus 2.5, but I like the Guardians on the money line. LRK425, I actually think this is one where you can be on both sides of it. Not obviously on the same ticket, but the Guardians on the money line, you're not getting great odds on that. you're getting it, minus 250. So this is one that would become a leg of a parlay, where the Athletics plus 2.5, that's one that could be an individual ticket on its own. Okay, Jorge, you wanted to ask about Ohtani for a while. Shohei Ohtani on over half a hit. Now, Ohtani is on the mound today, and when Ohtani's on the mound, he's usually good for a home run, believe it or not. That's how freakish he is. But over half a hit is a must-play for us. What do we call this, everybody? What do we call this when we get this all in one place? It is called a lawn, everybody. It is called a lawn. And you got to bring out your shears, your mowers, everything else, because we got a lawn on our hands. Shohei Ohtani, over half a hit. It is a must-play, everybody. Have to have it. Given the consistency of it, have to have it. Too good not to go with. It is a lawn. We're getting it at minus 190. That is an automatic for us. Alvarez, 1026. That's right. It's called a lawn. When we see that much green all in a row, that's a lot of grass there. We love it. We hope that grass grows high today. So throwing Shohei Ohtani up on the board. But while we're doing it, let's look at hits, runs, and RBIs as well. Not a good implied probability here on this one, but I do like the over on the hits. Now, the other question that we were asked about was about Randy Arozarena. And Jorge asked about that, as well as Dante. So great minds think alike. Where are we on the likes? Curious to know where we are for our long ball long shots of the day. Just kind of curious. Would love to get up to 6,000 likes really quick. While you guys are hitting that like button, hit that like button. IP Shade 45, thanks for letting me know. Hit that like button because we want to give out a long ball long shot of the day right now. So everybody, let's join in. Let's give out a long ball long shot of the day. While you're doing that, we've hit the top of the hour. So everybody, welcome into the show. Welcome to Butt Fumble Sports. We are live every single day for 2 hours, every day. You can ask those who watch the show. You can ask those in the comment section. Butt Fumble Sports is here every single day, building a Cal Ripken-like streak of being with you guys, talking sports, giving out good sports betting information, doing our research, and of course, helping you guys out and having a lot of fun every day. Hope you go to our website, buttfumblesports.com. Go to our blogs. You can check out our daily fantasy lineup, as well as our favorite MLB plays of the day and the best hitter-pitcher matchups. While you're there, check out our store, and we would love to hear from you guys. We'd love to get the feedback on what you think of us. We always want to be better to provide you guys the best content possible. So keep hitting that like button as always. Keep supporting the show. Since I know you guys are going to get us there in a minute, Randy Arozarena is on my board for a home run. Randy Arozarena is on my board for a home run. Now let me show you why. You guys were mentioning it just a moment ago. He has outstanding numbers against the pitcher he'll be facing today, Kyle Bradish. 17% implied probability on the home run. Only one over his last 10 games. But against Kyle Bradish, we call this ownership. When you have 5 at-bats against someone and you have 2 home runs, that is a great play. That is a no-doubter. You go with it. He's got clearly he sees the ball really well out of Kyle Bradish's hands. I'm getting this at plus 500. Given he's got 2 home runs and 5 at-bats against him, plus 500, are you kidding me? Absolutely. Put half a unit down on it. This is a play we like. So Randy Arozarena for a home run. How about over half a hit? Are you kidding me? Once again, over half a hit at minus 208 against someone he absolutely owns. No-brainer. Put it on the board. Over half a hit? Absolutely. Love that play. But we're not done yet, because if they're giving us over half a hit, I bet they're giving us 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. They are. I'll take this one as well. Great numbers against them, doubling it down. Yep, I'm on Randy Arozarena all the way today. There you go, everybody. Just dropped a bunch of picks for you, but we're not done, because IP Shade 45 just hooked us up with another piece of confetti. By the way, IP Shade 45, thank you so much. You've been the only one to contribute to our live goal today, and it really helps because I love giving out my pre-show picks. If you guys want to help us out, be like IP Shade 45 and hook us up with that live goal. That said, let's give out another pick. We've given out a few first run inning plays. We're about to give out another one. Here you go, everybody. Padres, Giants, yes to a run in the first inning. Padres and Giants, yes to a run in the first inning. I'm seeing that at a 53% implied probability. So just put that one up on the board. Thank you so much, IP Shade 45. Jorge. By the way, big shout out to our new follower on Twitch, XOVRZ. Thank you so much for following on Twitch. Hope you join the show. If you guys want your celebrity shots up on the big board, don't care which platform you're watching on, TikTok Live, Twitch, Kick, or YouTube, just write in the comments section my celebrity pick, whatever the pick is, and we'll throw it up on the board. Jorge has a celebrity shot to get to on the big board. By the way, don't worry, Doghouse Breaks. I'll go back through all of our picks in 1 second. Jorge is going to make that Randy Arozarena, his second celebrity shot of the day. So let's get Jorge's second celebrity shot of the day up there. By the way, Jorge getting smarter with his picks. 17-7, like the two he's putting up today, that's for sure. So Randy Arozarena, over half a hit. Like these plays from Jorge, I could see him going 19-7. Okay, for Doghouse Breaks, here are all the picks that we've got up on the board. I'll scroll through these pretty slow, and that way all of you guys can show them up here. How long have we been on Twitch, IP Shade 45? About a week. About a week we've been up there. So here you go, everybody. All of my picks coming at you slow so you can follow along. Again, when the show ends in about 50 minutes, we have about 50 minutes left of the show. When the show does end, we will post all of these onto our website, buttfumblesports.com. That way you can peruse through all of them at your own leisure. You don't have to rush through. That said, if you do want to watch the entire show over, or if you missed any part of it, we do put chapters on YouTube to different parts of the show, so you can jump right in and out. But we will post the entire show to YouTube. That way you can watch all of our picks, all of our stupid jokes, all of our comments. You can hear about my opening rant about some of the exciting teams in baseball. And of course, you can see all of our research that we've done throughout the entirety of our 2-hour show. We haven't gotten as many shares for today. Share the channel, everybody. We want to give out more stolen base plays of the day. Just because we went 0 for 7 on them yesterday, that actually has been a very hot ticket for us. So share that channel, everybody. We'd love to give out some. By the way, IP Shade 45, thank you so much for following us on Twitch. IP Shade 45, you're a huge supporter of the show. Thank you so much. Top Dog, I was aware that Shohei Ohtani is 0 for 3 against Kershaw with some strikeouts, or 0 for with strikeouts, but doesn't worry me. He's been red hot of late, so no, it is not something I necessarily avoid. However, if you did want to take Shohei Ohtani to be struck out by Clayton Kershaw, that may not be a bad hedge as well. We've already done that with one play. Let's look at on a batter strikeout. The problem is you're getting it at 1.5. So clearly the sports book's aware of his history against Clayton Kershaw. Maybe that's why the over half a hit was even available, given that he's been on a hitting streak. So when you have a 10-game hitting streak and they're giving it to you at over half a hit, kind of explains it. I'll take the hot hitter over his history against the pitcher. I'll ride Ohtani. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. Doghouse Breaks, over 7 runs in the Yankee game. I said the under 9.5 in that game, so I don't know about the over 7. I just like the under 9.5. Jorge, you have given us a couple of shares. One Big Deal, throw those back in the comment section. One Big Deal 22, I didn't see those, so throw those in the comment section. Didn't see it. My bad. Let's get to Y.A. Tittle's celebrity shot, and then I'm going to give out some stolen base plays of the day. So don't worry, we're going to give out 2 more stolen base plays of the day, but first let's get Y.A. Tittle's celebrity shot up on the big board. Y.A. Tittle is taking the Padres first 5 innings. So that's the Padres first 5 innings. And let's get it going here on the big board. That's Y.A. Tittle. How did we spell this last time, Y.A. Yeah, okay. Y.A. Tittle 24 is taking Padres first 5. Is it on the money line? First 5 on the money line? Yes, it is. There you go, Y.A. Tittle up on the big board. Any picks for Dingers Tuesday? We've already got 5 up on the board. Every time we hit another 2,000 likes, we do give out our favorite long ball long shots of the day. You guys have gone to work sharing the channel over the last few minutes, so let's drop some stolen base plays on you. So really quickly, I'm just going to shift this over to stolen bases, and we'll rattle through the implied probabilities on the players that we like. Okay, get ready, everybody. First one I'm going to put up there for this grouping is Jorge Mateo. Jorge Mateo, Kikuchi does not do a good job holding runners. Jorge Mateo, implied probability on this is 28%, everybody. That's really strong. You can get it at plus 260. Good play for Jorge Mateo. Next one I'm going to put out there. Let's put up Nico Hoerner. We talked about him a little bit earlier. I actually like him to get a hit as well, so we'll look at that in 1 second. But Nico Hoerner to get a stolen base. 25% implied probability, plus 305. How about over half a hit? We talked about it. It's 1.5, so that's not a good play. But the stolen bases is a good play, just to keep you mindful of it. Next stolen base play that we're going to give out, and again, these are coming in at plus odds. So much like home runs, these come in at plus odds. So maybe you want to put a half unit down on it just to be a little bit safe. Another one we like, this guy we like almost every day, Estuary Ruiz. Estuary Ruiz of the Oakland Athletics. He is a stolen base machine. Over half a stolen base, 53% implied probability, everybody. That is crazy. Now, you're getting it at minus 113, but this is a good stolen base opportunity. Savali does not do a good job holding runners. Let's just see it over half a hit for him. Can we get over half a hit? Yes, we can. 73% implied probability. Very, very chalky play, but it's also a good trend. I'm going to throw it up there and just say it's a good leg of a parlay. So again, this is a very chalky play here. May not be one you guys want to follow, but might be a good leg of a parlay if you're looking for something just to sprinkle in to make your odds a little bit better. So just something to be mindful of, everybody. Over half a hit for him. Let's keep focusing on the stolen bases. I'm going to give out 2 more of these, 2 more stolen base plays. So I hope you guys are having a lot of fun with these stolen base stealing and sharing picks of the day. Next one I'm going to give out, Corbin Carroll. 29% implied probability, plus 240. Colin Rea, the starting pitcher of the Brewers. Again, this is how I find these picks. I look at the pitcher, the starting pitcher for the opposing team. Are they good at holding runners? Then I look at the team that will be running against them. Who has the most stolen bases against that right-handed pitcher or left-handed pitcher? And that's who I go with. Corbin Carroll, welcome to the big board, buddy. Okay, one more stolen base pick to give out. One more stolen base pick to give out. And that one is going to be Lane Thomas. Lane Thomas, 13% implied probability. Not as strong on this one. But lefty-righty, I know Jordan Montgomery is a lefty. He still struggles holding runners. Plus 670, I'm going to take this one. This is, by the way, this is like a really good long ball, long shot of the day kind of play. So plus 670, I love it. Put a half unit down on it. No troubles, Bubbles. Let's look at over half a hit. 71% implied probability. What do we call this, everybody? We call this a lawn. One dirt patch, but other than that, Lane Thomas has been a lawn when it comes to getting a hit every day. I'll throw that one up on the big board as well. That's Lane Thomas over half a hit. There we go, everybody. So there are some stolen base plays of the day because you guys have been sharing that channel. Great job, everybody. By the way, Candyman, hello. Great to see you. Kikuchi's facing the Marlins, though. What did I say? Who did I say was facing Kikuchi? I didn't mean the wrong name. Did I say Hoerner? Who did I say facing Kikuchi? I said the wrong pitcher name, but these picks I had prior to the show, so whoever it was, forgive me, it was a slip of the mind right there. Okay, YA Tittle's asking about Matt Carpenter. We'll get to Matt Carpenter. Candyman, welcome into the show. Hope you're going to share some of your WNBA picks today. By the way, One Big Deal 22 is asking about him, so would love to see some of them, Candyman. Who do we like in the WNBA today? We'll have to throw those up there. But let's get to Matt Carpenter. There was a good question about Matt Carpenter. He has good stats against the pitcher he's facing today, who I always can't pronounce. It's like Anthony Descalafani or something like that. Let's look at over half a base, 1.5. No. How about over half a hit? Yes. Really strong implied probability here. He has been in a slump, But again, if we look at the numbers against this pitcher, this is ownership. 15 at-bats, a 467 average with 2 home runs. I jump on this one. I know it's not a hot trend, but over half a hit, I'd take it. It's a conservative play. You add it to a parlay. Matt Carpenter, over half a hit. Not too bold, not 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, just over half a hit. Do like the ownership he has over this pitcher. By the way, Trent Grisham is another guy who hits this pitcher well, so let's see if we can get him on over half a hit. Yes, we can. Strong implied probability and a much better trend. So I actually like Trent Grisham a lot. By the way, you're getting better odds on him as well. So Trent Grisham over half a hit's a good play as well. There you go, everybody. 2 more picks to throw up on the board for you guys to fade, follow, up to you, but we're putting them up there. Let's look at John Birdie over half a steal. Birdie over half a steal. We're looking for an implied probability of 20 or over. It's 24%. That's really good. Love that. And I mentioned Kikuchi earlier. I know I had the wrong name up there, but that is a strong play. I'll throw that one in there. John Birdie. There you go, everybody. We've even added one to the Stealing is Sharing big board. Some research done in show. Alvarez is adding another celebrity pick to the big board. Let's get Alvarez's second celebrity shot pick up on the big board. Alex Verdugo over half a hit. Love the play. You know we're already on that one. Good call, Alvarez 1026. Santa, how about Miggy Cabrera over half a hit? Miggy Cabrera over half a hit. He did have a hit yesterday against Jordan Miles. I should have gone with it. He had good numbers against it. I just didn't follow. Cabrera actually has been hitting well of late. He's really come out of the slump that he was in for a good part of the year. Against Daniel Lynch in his career, not good numbers though. Not good numbers. 154 average. That isn't going to inspire any confidence in me. So even though he has been a hot hitter of late, 7 out of the last 9 games he's got a hit, I'm not going to touch this one. Won't add it to the big board. Just not inspired by it. So I won't take Miggy Cabrera for the second day in a row. Maybe I live to regret it, but I'm okay with it. Appreciate all of those who are with us. Appreciate all those who support the show. Make sure you get your celebrity shots in. Just write in the comment section, my celebrity pick or my celebrity shot. We throw it on the big board, and then we keep record of everybody's. That way you guys can play along with us every single day. Hope you guys have a lot of fun doing it. You guys are absolutely the best audience I could possibly ask for. So hopefully you guys throw your celebrity picks in there. Rays on the money line and Cubs on the money line are 2 questions that just came in from Top Dog. Let's go look at those 2 games. Rays on the money line, getting it at minus 175. Hasn't been as strong a trend as we would like over the last 10. Kyle Bradish got that ERA under 4. On the other side, Tyler Glasnow. I'm not going to take this one. I still don't know what Tyler Glasnow is going to be. I just still am a little curious about him. Interesting. Aaron Hicks, by the way, ever since he got out of New York, has been hitting the ball a lot better. But that said, I wouldn't touch this one. I'm not going to take it on either side. Let's quickly look at the weather. We haven't looked at the weather too much today. How is weather impacting scoring, runs, home runs, and everything? Looking at a couple games, that Oakland-Cleveland game might be good for some home runs. Let's keep an eye on it. Maybe we want to take Josh Naylor on that one, everybody. Just a thought. Josh Naylor in that one could be interesting. We like the home runs in the Rockies and Reds game. Additionally, in the Texas Rangers-White Sox game, home runs could be a good play as well. Just something to be mindful of. On the other side of things, interesting. Home runs are going to be up in the Diamondbacks Brewers, but overall runs are down. It's kind of a surprising twist of fate right there. But you were asking specifically about the Rays game. And that's not a good scoring game according to the weather. Obviously, that's in a dome, but we still look at it. So I wouldn't take that game. I'm not inspired by it on the money line, so I wouldn't touch it. As for the Cubs, let's go back to Outlier and see, let's look at the Cubs. Cubs against the Pirates. Cubs are the favorite in this one. They've been on a bit of a winning streak while the Pirates have been struggling. And Stroman has been good this year, 8-4 record. Even though they started against the Pirates, he had worse numbers. He's been a great pitcher this year. On the other side, Oviedo, he struggled against the Cubs earlier this year. I would take the Cubs on the money line in this one. Yep, I do like it because of the starting pitching matchup, so I will throw it up on my board. It's an in-show research play, so we distinguish it with the asterisk. Not the ampersand, but the asterisk. And we will take Cubs on the money line. Additionally, do we have another pick to give out? Let's give out another pick. I know that you guys haven't, IP Shade been hooking us up, and no one else has been hooking us up with that live goal. So what? We'll give out another pick right now. Here's another pick for you guys. Red Sox, Twins, no run in the first inning. Red Sox and Twins, no run in the first inning, guys. Another pick that we just gave out because we love you guys and we want to help you guys out. Okay, Santa. Santa is asking about is putting Lane Thomas over half a hit on the big board. So Santa's other play is going to be Lane Thomas over half a hit. Santa, you are on the big board with your two picks. How about a celebrity shot we're getting in from YouTube? Tony Vu. Tony. By the way, has Tony made an appearance before? Yes, he has. He's 2-0. So let's get Tony up on the big board. Tony, your pick is going to be Mariners and Yankees, no run in the first inning. Mariners, Yankees, no run in the first inning. There you go. Tony is on the big board. Okay, IP Shade 45. L Chappers, what up? We'll get to your two questions in 1 second, L Chappers, so no worry. We'll get to your questions in 1 second. But first, IP Shade 45 is asking about Javi Baez over half a hit. Let's look at it. Javi Baez over half a hit. Strong implied probability here at 71%. Believe it or not, Baez has finally clicked a hit in 8 of his last 10 games. Against left-handed pitching this year, 250 average, which has climbed over the last few weeks. Against Daniel Lynch lifetime, 4 for 10 with a home run. When IP Shade 45 puts something out there, we usually pay attention. We like this one. Javi Baez over half a hit. Good call by IP Shade 45. By the way, IP Shade 45, let us know if you want it to be your celebrity shot of the day. Baez over half a hit. Love the play. IP Shade 45, do you like it enough to make it your celebrity shot of the day? Let us know. Okay, L Chappers, while we wait to hear from IP Shade 45 about his celebrity shot of the day, let us get to the question that Jorge and L Chappers both have about Framber Valdez. Framber Valdez on strikeouts. Haven't looked at any pitchers on strikeouts really so far today other than Glasnow. Framber Valdez over 5.5 does have the slight advantage. You can see it's been a bit of a tricky play. It should be consistent, but that half a hook working against us because it's 5.5. So a little bit tight, We can't get it anywhere. Oh, over 4.5, we could take it at minus 260. That's what I like the most. I will admit that. Very chalky play, but I will throw it up on the board just so you guys see it. Framber Valdez over 4.5 strikeouts I do like. But I'll also double down on this one. I will take the over 5.5 as well. The Mets against Framber Valdez. A couple guys have a hit, but not too much. The problem is we're not seeing huge strikeout numbers on the right side, but I do like the play. I am going to ride with it, but I'm going to be double down on it on both sides. So I will also take the over 5.5 as well. Cesar Torres, I never credited you for Max Strus over points during that game. My bad, Cesar. Cesar, let's add it then. 1-1, Cesar. My bad. Didn't mean to miss you there. Sometimes I do miss a pick. Doing a lot of research. So, Cesar Torres, love to have you back on the big board. Cesar Torres has a celebrity shot of the day, so let's get Cesar up here. Cesar, appreciate you. Very loyal viewer. Apologies about that. and you are taking Freddie Freeman over 1.5 bases, I believe. You wrote in, 1.5 bases, over 1.5 bases. Let's go look at Freddie Freeman over 1.5 bases. And here we go. 60% implied probability on the under, 47 on the over. Hasn't been a hot trend of late, but apparently he likes it against Reed Detmer's lifetime. Freddie Freeman's 0 for 1. Doesn't matter. Caesar likes it. Freddie Freeman over 1.5 bases. Another celebrity shot on the board, everybody. IP Shade 45 is also going to make that his celebrity shot. So IP Shade 45 is taking Javier Baez over half a base. Or is it over half a hit? Over half a hit. My bad. There you go. IP Shade 45 up on the big board. By the way, I love the input. So in case you guys are like, hey, does he care what I think? Of course I do. Dante just wrote on YouTube, Framber is a ground ball pitcher, not many strikeouts. It's going to be a tough matchup with Verlander. Just my input. I totally agree with you. He is a ground ball pitcher. However, we just showed you the trend. So even though he is a ground ball pitcher, we just showed you that 4.5 has been a very consistent trend. 5.5 has been fairly consistent. So while I both agree with you, I also can't argue with the stats we just showed, which show even though he gets ground balls, usually 4.5, 5 strikeouts, it's right around where he is day in, day out. Okay, let's look at Seth Lugo over 3.5 strikeouts. By the way, we have about a half hour left of our show, everybody. Only about a half hour left. Amazing how quickly the show goes every day. So make sure you're hitting that like button. Make sure you follow us. Love to give out those picks. Over 3.5. Decent trend actually this year. Did miss in his last start, but that actually has been a bit encouraging when he missed. He's come back with good performances. 3 out of the last 4 on the road this is hit. How have the Giants done against him? Not great numbers. I actually like this one as well. I'll throw this one up on my board. The trend suggests it's a decent play. I'll go with it. Seth Lugo over 3.5 strikeouts. Don't have great conviction. It's probably at about 55%, but that meets the threshold for us to put it up on the board. Seth Lugo over 3.5 strikeouts. There you go, everybody. And again, we've got a ton of picks up on the board. If you want all of these picks up on, if you want to check them out, we will throw them on our website after the show is over, buttfumblesports.com. Again, our website is buttfumblesports.com. Go to our website after the show. We will throw it up there, and that way you can check out every single pick that we have given out over the course of the show. Okay, can you look at Clayton Kershaw over 1.5 walks? On the road is consistent with it. Let's look at Kershaw over 1.5 walks. Maybe there's something there. IP Shade 45 does a good job of usually turning us on to some good trends. Let's look at walks allowed. 53% implied probability. Has been a good play over the last 4 games, or last 5 games rather. On the road, 4 out of the last 5. That's interesting. I'm a bit on the fence on this one. I didn't put it up on the big board earlier, and I don't think I'm going to add it now. I'm not saying it's a bad play. I'll even write it down in my notes. Keep track of it. Clayton Kershaw over 1.5 walks. Not crazy about it, though. Not enough confidence to put it up there. I do think it probably hits, but not enough confidence for me to ride with it, IP Shade 45. Just a little hesitant about it. Ben Lively over 5.5 strikeouts. Let's look at that. Ben Coates, thank you so much for following us. Appreciate it, Ben Coates. Welcome to the Butt Fumble Sports community. And we're looking at Ben Lively and strikeouts. 5.5, good implied probability at 54%. Decent play over the last 10. How about at home? 2 out of the last 3. Rockies against him. Not good numbers, but also not a lot of strikeouts. So the answer is I wouldn't play it. I don't have confidence in it. It's an interesting play. I'm not telling you to avoid it. I'm just not putting it up on my big board. Interesting play, though. Minus over 4.5 would be interesting. Just don't like it at the minus 265. Torres is asking, Caesar rather, is asking about Atlanta on the money line today. Atlanta on the money line. By the way, I'll get to the question that just came in from Twitch as well about Reed Detmers. Just hold on 1 second. First, we're going to look at the Braves and Phillies. Braves on the money line. Both teams have been playing well, have 8 wins in their last 10 games. Spencer Strider has actually really good numbers against these Philly hitters. You can see the Philly hitters are doing nothing against him. He's got great numbers lifetime. But on the other side, the Braves hitters against Ranger Suarez, Pilar hits him well. Austin Riley hits him well. Ronald Acuna Jr., where is he at? 3 for 10 as well. So actually, I do like the Braves on the money line in this game. Would throw that one up on the big board as well. So that's Braves on the money line. And while I'm looking at it, I'm just going to jump to see Austin Riley. I want to see if I can get Austin Riley on over half a hit. Yes, I can. Jumping on it immediately. Love the matchup against Ranger Suarez. I know it's a chalky play. Doesn't bother me. Add it to as a leg of a parlay. Austin Riley over half a hit. Love that play. Now, the next question that we had was coming from Twitch, which was about Reed Detmers over 5.5 strikeouts against the Dodgers. Now, we already do like him on over walks, as we jokingly call Reed Detmers Reed Walk Detmers here, because he averages about 1.5 walks every single game, or averages about 2 walks every game, rather. But how about on strikeouts? 5.5, a good implied probability here, actually, at 56%. Has hit the last 2 games, but hasn't been a great trend over the last 5. Not as consistent as I'd like. How about against the Dodgers? Reed Detmers. Limited sample size. Not big strikeout numbers, though. Not big strikeout numbers. Not as crazy about it as I should be, probably. It's probably a better play than I think. Over 4.5. I'm not going to touch this one. It probably is a better play than I think it is, but I don't like it enough to put it on my big board. So I will avoid this one. That was just answering the question that came in from Twitch to XOVRZ. I am not crazy enough about the Reed Detmers play to go with it. If you wanted to, I wouldn't discourage you, but I don't like it enough to put it on my big board, XOVRZ. Unbelievable show that we've been having so far. Amazing that we are already through 93 minutes of the show. It flies by every single day. If you guys have celebrity shots that you want put up on our big board, let us know. We're more than happy to give out more of those. I actually owe another stolen base play of the day. So the next stolen base play I'm going to give out is Marcus Semien. Marcus Semien, the next stolen base pick that I'm going to give out. Let's look at him. Marcus Semien, over half a stolen base. 17% implied probability, plus 475. I do like the matchup today against Dylan Cease. And to get a hit, let's just look at that. Can I get over half a hit? 69% implied probability. Decent trend. How has he done lifetime against Dylan Cease? Marcus Semien's 0 for 5, so not great. Too bad. What about over half a base? 1.5 bases. So the best play is over half a hit. I will ride with it despite the 0 for 5. Think he does break out of it. I like the stolen base play, so. Marcus Semien over half a hit. You know what? I don't like it enough. I keep thinking about it. The 0 for 5 bothers me. So I'm taking it off the board as a stolen base. I'll put a little note next to it, so I mentioned it. And if I'm wrong on it, well, I can chew myself out about it later, but that trend wasn't good enough, so let's give out another. We don't like the trend. We're not going to give it out. Okay, next one is Julio Rodriguez. I do like Julio Rodriguez to get a steal against Garrett Cole. Julio Rodriguez has started to turn it around of late, by the way. So for those who are Mariner fans, you're starting to finally see the Julio Rodriguez that we've come to expect. Stolen base, 22% implied probability. That's much better. That's what we like. How about over half a hit? 69% implied probability. 3 games in a row. That's a much better trend. Doesn't have an at-bat lifetime against Garrett Cole, but I will take Julio Rodriguez over half a hit. So we didn't like the first play I gave out, so dropped it, gave out a better one. That's what we do here. If I don't like it, I'm not going to give it. By the way, where's Candyman with our WNBA picks? Let's get some WNBA picks. Candyman, let us know if you've got some WNBA picks that you're ready to drop on us. By the way, Ahmad, hello, watching on Twitch. To our viewer on Twitch, Ahmad, Ahmad, I'm probably saying your name very wrong, but I hope you're having a great day. Hello to you. If you've got any celebrity shots of the day, if you guys have a favorite pick that you want up on the big board, I don't care what platform you're on, Twitch, Kick, YouTube, or Instagram, TikTok, doesn't matter. We will throw your celebrity pick up on the board. Just write in the comment section, my celebrity shot or my celebrity pick, and we will put it up on the big board. Love that you guys are watching, so appreciate the support. Let's go look at J.P. Crawford. I promised that one earlier and we hadn't gotten to it. J.P. Crawford has good numbers against Garrett Cole. Let's see if we can get him on over half a hit. That would be the play I like the most. Crawford over half a hit. Can we get it? Yes, we can. But again, it's not so much the recent trend. It's the lifetime stats against Garrett Cole. 364 average. I do like that. I'm going to throw J.P. Crawford up on my big board over half a hit. Over half a hit. Love that play, everybody. So appreciate you guys hooking us up. Love the play. Jorge has put in a parlay in the comments section. Jorge's parlay is Austin Riley over half a hit. You know we like that. That's up on the board. Trey Turner over half a hit. That might be a bit risky. I do like him on a steal, but that might be a bit risky. I can see it, though. And Lane Thomas over half a hit. That's been pretty consistent. I like it. Name an NFL player for an edit. What do you mean by that? An NFL player who I would edit and make better? like a Madden player? What do you mean an NFL player for an edit? Let us know what you mean by that. Would love to know what you mean. I'm kind of curious what that question is. By the way, we have hit 8,000 likes because you guys are absolutely awesome. Thanks for hitting that like button on TikTok Live. By the way, if you're watching the show on Twitch, Kick, or YouTube, make sure you hit the like button on our video. Means a lot, supports the show. Really appreciate it. So make sure you hit the like button on the video. Really appreciate that. By the way, Caesar, I'll get to your question about the over in Kansas and Detroit in 1 second. But first, I want to give out another long ball, long shot of the day. And the next one that I'm going to give out is J.D. Martinez. J.D. Martinez. We haven't talked too much about the Dodgers today, but I do like J.D. Martinez to hit a home run. Let me show you what I could get on that. J.D. Martinez. On a long ball, long shot of the day, home run play. 20% implied probability. You can get it at plus 400, plus 420. I just like the matchup against Reed Detmers. I know he's only 1 for 3 lifetime. Righty-lefty matchup. Really like it. Name an NFL player for an edit, like a video edit. Oh, that's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. Who would I like to see for an NFL video edit? Give me a moment. I want to think about this. This is a good question. Okay. The player that I would probably want is on a highlight video right now is probably somebody like Justin Jefferson. Haley Ferguson says, Gronk, is this all time? Is this an all-time highlight video? Because if it is, there's only one player that's the correct answer. And his name is Barry Sanders. the greatest running back of all time, not named Jim Brown. So Barry Sanders would be the player. If I wanted to have a video edit of any player all time, it's Barry Sanders, who I think is the greatest running back, not named Jim Brown, in NFL history. That said, JD Martinez, going back to this, hits, runs, and RBIs, 1.5. Good implied probability, not a good trend. We won't go with it. I'm just showing it. Can we get over half a hit for JD Martinez? That would be a nice little play. Yes, we can. Over half a hit. I absolutely will take it 3 games in a row. Again, I like the righty-lefty matchup against Reed Detmers. I'll take JD Martinez over half a hit. Okay, I got to hook up Caesar with the over-under on the Kansas City Royals Detroit Tigers game. So Caesar, thank you for waiting patiently. If you can get the over 7.5, I do like it. The over is hit in the Tigers' last 3 out of the last 4 against the Royals. I do. If you could get this over 7 runs, absolutely. Absolutely. This is a really good trend. The starting pitching matchups don't scare me away at all. Interesting, by the way, over 7, not a bad play, actually, at minus 222. I didn't even notice that. Over 7.5 at minus 160 hasn't been as good a trend. So clearly the play is over 7. I would take that. I can't believe I didn't see that earlier. What's the weather in that game? Is that going to deter us? Overall runs is up, home runs is down. I'm going to jump on it. I'll take it at the 7. I know I'm working against the hook, but the 7.5 wasn't as good a play. I'm willing to take the push on the loss, but I'll take this one. Interesting call here. So let's throw up here Royals, Tigers, not Royals, Rigers, Tigers over 7. Interesting. There you go. Caesar, good call. Like the play. Top Dog is asking about the Rangers and the White Sox. No run in the first inning. Don't have strong conviction on that one, Top Dog. Don't feel strongly about it. Appreciate all those who are watching, no matter the platform. Get your questions and your comments in. By the way, I hope you liked my Barry Sanders pick for that. Hope you liked that. Get your questions and comments in, everybody. Final 15 minutes left of the show. By the way, once we are done with the show, I will post all of our picks to our website, buttfumblesports.com, so you can check out all of our content, all of our picks up at buttfumblesports.com right after the show ends. A lot of picks up on the board today. Man, we have done so much research today. Where did Candyman go with those WNBA picks? Would love to see Candyman's WNBA picks if he's out there. Appreciate you guys being with us. Hope you're having a great day. Got about 15 minutes left of our show. Let me see. Okay. I swear you're always drinking Coke. I usually try, as you guys know, I do have a 5-hour energy thing that I like to do. But that said, yes, I do drink soda. For this show, I always feel like I need the energy. I always need the extra boost of sugar. Just drinking water. Sometimes I do some seltzer water, but usually I need a little bit of boost of energy. It takes a lot of energy to be on this side of the show, so like a little bit of energy to go. It's definitely my shout out to the Pope, Mike Francesa at the Fan. He was always a big Coke guy. And I mean Coca-Cola. Harley says Red Bull is elite. Yeah, if you're trying to be zonked out, if you're trying to go crazy. I'm not trying to go to a music festival, Harley. I'm just trying to do a 2-hour sports betting show. Hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you're enjoying our content as always. Hope you're having a lot of fun watching the show. If you have celebrity shots, get your celebrity shots in. Only a few minutes left. Only a few minutes left. Caesar, Oakland, Cleveland game, over as well, 7.5 runs. That one I'm not touching. Pitching change for the A's, interesting. Does Ryan McMahon have a good matchup against the starting pitcher for a home run? It's more that righty-lefty matchup against Ben Lively. It's not great numbers, but it's good enough. By the way, Ken Waldichuk is what Top Dog is saying is being shown for the Oakland A's. Interesting. Ken Waldichuk is certainly someone who doesn't have great numbers either, so I don't think that changes any of my picks, actually. I still like the Oakland A's to cover the 2.5. I still like the Guardians on the money line. His splits, you see on the season, road versus home. I mean, dog poop. Just total dog poop. He has given up a ton of home runs on the road. It's a lefty-lefty matchup. Let's just quickly go Guardians hitter stats. If we're getting a pitching change, I do want to look this up. Against left-handed pitching this year, does anyone have a Ramirez, but bad average? Steven Kwan has a good average, 333. So, Kwan and Jimenez would probably be the two hitters I'd focus on in that one, but doesn't change my opinion too much on that Oakland-Cleveland game. Again, final few minutes. If you have a pick that you want up on the big board, let us know. Get those celebrity shots in. Dante Alvarez 1026, Jeremy Todd 66, One Big Deal 22, Jorge Valena, Top Dog, Stephen Pox, Santa, Zodwick, YA Tittle 24, Tony Caesar, and IP Shade 45 are all on our big board. Make sure you join us as well and get up on that big board. Estuary Ruiz over 1.5 walks. IP Shade 45, do you mean Ruiz or you mean Yuri Perez? If you mean Estuary Ruiz 1.5 walks, absolutely not. I'm never taking a player to get 2 walks in a game. That isn't a good play for me, so I wouldn't touch that one. I prefer the over half a hit that I got on him. That's the play that I like. I wouldn't touch that overplay on the 1.5 walks. Don't like that one. No. Yeah, Yuri Perez. That's who you're thinking of. Yuri Perez. Let's go look at him. That's what I thought you were talking about. Yuri Perez. I got you, IP Shade 45. We're like this. We know. 2 minds. Right there. Estuary Ruiz. No. Yuri Perez. That's what he meant. I knew that. Yuri Perez. Over 1.5 walks allowed. 53% implied probability. So not a great trend. I wouldn't touch it. The whip at 109. Not high enough for me. I wouldn't touch it. I'd leave it alone, everybody. I'd leave it alone. By the way, do we have more picks to give out? Have we given out all the picks that we like for today's action? No, we haven't. We still have some picks to give out in today's games. So make sure you're hitting that confetti. Hit that confetti. We'd love to give out another pick. Cody's got a celebrity shot. Yeah, IP Shade 45. That's why we're here. Didn't like that one. Cody's got a pick to give out, so let's get Cody up on our big board. Cody, love to see it. Cody's celebrity shot of the day, he is going with... Thank you, IP Shade 45. Thank you for getting us closer to our live goal. We're going to give out some picks. Thank you, IP Shade 45. We got to get that broom to clean up the confetti. So, Cody is taking Dodgers-Angels money line. You got to take one or the other on the money line there. You can't get both. Oh, interesting. Dodgers win the first 5. Angels win the full. Cody, what a play. So Dodgers, first 5 money line. Angels on the money line for the game overall. Everybody love what Cody's up to. Cody playing it devious, like the idea. So thinking that with Kershaw on the mound, Dodgers get out to an early lead, and then the Angels storm back and win it. Interesting play by Cody. Okay. And at plus 950, that is sexy, Cody. Interesting. Yeah, IP Shade 45, I'm kind of with you. I can't fault the play as well. Interesting call. Dodgers bullpen has been trash. IP Shade 45 was exactly the thing that was going to come out of my mouth. Okay, Cody. We're going to keep our eye on that one. I love it. We'll see if that one comes to fruition. Okay, we've got some more picks to give out. Thank you for the confetti, IP Shade 45. Let's also give this one out. So we've given out Braves and Phillies. We have given out, have we given out the Blue Jays yet? I don't think so. We haven't given out the Blue Jays yet. So let's give that one too. That is Blue Jays. I don't think we've given this one out yet. No, we haven't. It's not on the board. Blue Jays, Marlins, no run in the first inning. Another pick that we just gave out, no run in the first inning for that one. Ready for another one? Because we've got them. We've given out now the Toronto game. We've given out the Red Sox game. We've given out the Mets game. We've given out the Padres game. But the last one we need to give out for our runs in the first inning actually does relate to that Dodgers-Angels game, so well-timed. And we are taking Dodgers, Angels, yes to a run in the first inning. Yes to a run in the first inning. I am seeing that at 53% implied probability. So yes to a run in the first inning. Just gave out 2 more picks because IP Shade just hooked us up with more confetti. Thank you so much, IP Shade 45. Really appreciate the support. Caesar, Caesar, are those your celebrity shots or are those just questions? We do like the no run in the first inning for that Blue Jays game, as you were just asking about. And then you're asking about the under in the Blue Jays and Marlins. Under, and you were asking about 9.5, an alternative line of 9.5. Love that play. Love that play. That's a great find at minus 190. I would take that one as well. So Caesar, really good find by you. Really impressed by it. Good find. I'm going to take it as well. Now it is going to be an in-show research play, so I got to find my Blue Jays and Marlins here. That is an in-show research play, but I would take Blue Jays and Marlins under the alternative line of 9.5. 9.5, everybody. Good call. Good call. Okay. Having too much fun to stop, but only have a few minutes left. So get those picks in, get those questions in, get your celebrity shot of the day in. If you want to be up on our big board and be a part of the show every single day, put in the comment section my celebrity pick or my celebrity shot. We write it up on the big board. Everybody gets 2. So if you want 2, you get 2. We keep track of your record every day as best we can. And that way you guys can be a part of the show. Let us know. Get those celebrity picks in. Alvarez, Yankees and Mariners, no run first inning. I agree on that one. Interesting call. Probably agree. Did you check Glasnow over 1.5 walks? Yes, we did. And we did take it. We did take Tyler Glasnow over 1.5 walks. Yes, we did. By the way, if you're like IP Shade 45 and you don't quite remember what we looked at throughout the show, you can go to our YouTube page. We post the entire show to YouTube, so you can jump back in, check out the research that we did throughout the 2-hour show, or you can go to our website, buttfumblesports.com. Immediately after the show, what do? I go right to posting the picks that we gave out throughout the show. So go to our website, buttfumblesports.com, hit on that Butt Fumble Sports blog section. In about 5 minutes after the show, we will add our favorite picks of the day up on here on our website. So make sure you go to our website, buttfumblesports.com. No problem, IP Shade 45. You know you're one of our favorites. You never need to apologize to us. We love it. Yeah, Cesar Torres, I do like those 2 plays, so good call, Cesar. Hope you guys are enjoying your Tuesday. Hope you've been having a lot of fun with our show. Final few minutes left of the day. Picks up on the board. For those that are new, if it has a bullet point next to it, it means it's a pick that I had researched and ready to go prior to the show. If there's an asterisk next to it, it means it's a pick that we were doing our research on during the show. We saw it had a really strong trend associated with it, so we added it. There are a ton of them today because we have done a lot of research today. No WNBA picks. We never heard from IP Shade 45, or rather from Candyman. Here are our long ball long shots of the day, players we think are going to hit a home run. I'm about to add one more. I'm going to give out one more long ball long shot of the day. So guys, get ready. I have one more to give out, just one. By the way, is it just one? Let me check. Yep, it's just going to be one, I think. Okay, next one. We are going to give out another long ball, long shot of the day. Nolan Arenado. Nolan Arenado is our next long ball, long shot of the day. Let's show what we can get him on a home run. Nolan Arenado over half a home run. 22% implied probability, like that. Facing Mackenzie Gore. Doesn't have any numbers against him, but I do like the righty-lefty matchup. Can I get him on over half a hit? Yes, I can at 71%. No-brainer here, everybody. Nolan Arenado over half a hit. I might even double down on this one. This is over half a hit as well. Nolan Arenado over half a hit. Can I get him on 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs as well? Wasn't a good play for JD Martinez. Is a good play for Nolan Arenado. Again, very consistent over the last 10, 8 out of the last 10. So I am all over our Nolan Arenado play today. Over 1.5 hits, plus runs, plus RBIs. That's a righty-lefty matchup against Mackenzie Gore. I like that one. IP Shade 45 is asking about a football. What is your boldest take for the upcoming NFL season, whether player props, storyline, or anything? Okay, my boldest pick. First of all, I'm going to say that the Seattle Seahawks win the NFC West. I'll take the Seattle Seahawks to win the NFC West. I think that's a bold pick. I think that the New England Patriots are going to finish last in the division for the first time in Bill Belichick's career as the head coach of the Patriots, or second time actually, the second time. But I do think the Patriots will finish last in the division. So that's another storyline, IP Shade 45. So Seahawks win the NFC West. The Patriots finish fourth in the AFC East. Keep your eye on the New Orleans Saints. If Derek Carr meshes well with that team, I'm not saying they'll go deep into the playoffs, but I could see them making the playoffs and actually hosting a playoff game as the team that could win that division in the NFC South. So keep your eye on the Saints. That's one. What's another? Okay, here's a bold play. I think Jordan Love is going to be a disappointment. I think Jordan Love is going to not be a bust, but I think he's going to be a disappointment. I also want to say this about the Jordan Love. Jordan Love sent out the weirdest social media video the other day on Father's Day where he wished the Chicago Bears a happy Father's Day. I don't know if Jordan Love understands trolling. And by the way, the reason this really concerned me is it made me think Jordan Love is stupid, and that's the last thing I want to think about my quarterback. But why are you wishing the Bears a happy Father's Day? Either you think you're the Bears' father. You aren't. You haven't beaten the Bears at all. If anybody is the Bears' daddy, it's Aaron Rodgers. You haven't earned that, Jordan Love. But really, who wishes someone a happy Father's Day? A kid does. A son or a daughter wishes a happy Father's Day to their father, not a parent wishing a happy Father's Day to their child. So does that imply that Jordan Love is saying that the Bears are his daddy? Jordan Love, what the hell are you talking about? What are you thinking? What are you saying? Is Jordan Love an idiot? He has not done too much to impress me on the field, but his first action off the field when it comes to social media certainly makes me wonder if Jordan Love is actually smart enough to run an NFL offense, because he's certainly not smart enough to be a social media manager for the Packers. So Jordan Love, maybe you should just show up and learn the offense well enough to make us forget about Aaron Rodgers before you start trying to troll the Chicago Bears. So, those are some of my bold picks. IP Shade 45. Harley, too many concussions. That might be right. That might be right. IP Shade 45. I'll stay bold on Pats. Tua to stay healthy concerns me. One bad hit from it being over. Yes, but that said, I also love that team. I love what Vic Fangio is going to bring to the defense for the Miami Dolphins. They added Bradley Chubb last year. They add Jalen Ramsey this offseason. I think their offense is explosive, maybe the best speed-based offense in the NFL, but their defense is fierce. So I think the Dolphins, they're a good team. I think the AFC is so loaded. The AFC East is so loaded. I don't see how the Patriots, especially with Mac Jones, are going to fight their way out of the basement of the AFC East. Anyway, we close out the show with some NFL talk, an interesting way to end the show, but we have reached the end of our 2-hour show. For all of those who are watching, I'm going to slowly scroll through all of our picks that we've given out over the course of the show. However, we will also, the entire show will be posted onto YouTube, so you can go back in, watch the entire show, watch various sections of the show, our research, our picks, my stupid jokes, my rants. You can go see those on our YouTube page, Butt Fumble Sports, and check out the entire show. We will also post all of our picks to our website in the next 5 minutes, everybody. So go to our website in the next 5-10 minutes or in the next 15 minutes, and you can find all of our picks that we'll post to a blog up on our website, buttfumblesports.com. One more time, here are all of our picks. We're going to take you through all of them right now, going slowly through all of them so you can see them. Here we go. So all the picks that we gave out today up on your screen, scrolling through them slowly. If you miss any of them, don't worry. We will post all of these to our website, buttfumblesports.com. That way you can check them out at your leisure and find the best plays that you like. Again, if you see half a hit, maybe you want to make that a leg of a parlay. You're probably getting it at minus 190, minus 200, minus 220. Those are legs of a parlay. Wouldn't recommend those individually. However, 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, or 1.5 walks, those might be good plays for individual bets. No WNBA picks today. Didn't hear from Candyman, so don't have any of those to give out. However, we do have some long ball long shots of the day that we gave out, some stealing is sharing picks of the day, and of course, your celebrity shots of the day. So here are all the celebrity shots that were put up through the show by our loyal viewers. Those were all of our picks. Make sure you join us again tomorrow. We have another show tomorrow, another 2-hour show. That show is at 11 a.m., everybody. At 11 a.m. tomorrow, we will be live with another show. So make sure you guys join us tomorrow at 11 a.m. Hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys are with us tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. I'll write that in the comments section. But Fumble Sports is live on Wednesday, June 21st at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you guys are there, everybody. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. As you hear me say every single day, I hope you guys stay healthy. I hope you stay safe. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon and evening. And of course, I hope you cash a ton of tickets tonight on our sports picks. Hope you enjoyed today's show. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern, everybody. 11 a.m. EST for Wednesday.